Hello, Taurus. I'm MJ. I'm the founder of Ultra Love. Happy to be here with you guys doing your reading for January 2024. I'm an intuitive reader, so take what resonates, leave the rest. These are general readings. If you're prompted to book a private reading, feel free to do so. You can find all the info in the description box. Thank you all so much for being here. Happy New Year, Taurus. Some of you guys are possibly moving. This feels like challenging, maybe roots or family situations. You've definitely been tested more than likely in a home situation, and you're ready to uproot and lay down the burden. And or some of you are moving, you're gonna be moving, you're planning a move, and it is becoming burdensome. Some of you might get a message from a King of Wands reverse. That's a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's sort of situational. This feels like the father of a child or the other parent of a child where there's been a separation or distance, and it's messages about money, messages about, well, can you pay for this, or that kind of vibe. It's sticky, right? This is somebody who's maybe not in your best of graces, but they're wanting to discuss the parenting situation, Taurus. Or for those of you that don't have kids, or that's not the situation, this is more than likely a work situation, receiving a message. Yeah, for a lot of you, if it is a work situation, you're not likely to see this coming. Interestingly, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, but I feel this is a message of reward. Like, would you be interested? Part of the hesitation in the King of Wands being reversed makes me feel like some of you are not massively happy, or you're only that wand, the Ten of Wands, as well, is connected to the home familial testing situation and likely a work situation. You're not fully fulfilled. So the message might come out of nowhere, but the message, I feel, is an opportunity. But do you take the opportunity because it feels like you're already maxed out? I feel like for some of you, you might just need to take a bit of time out from work and from family. Give yourself a day or two to reset. Yeah, ponder, reflect. Seven of Pentacles. What do you want, Taurus, as you're moving forward with your life in 2024? Giving yourself a little bit of reflective time is definitely warranted, okay? As in, what seeds are you planting? What intentions have you been setting? I'm recording these mid to end of December 2023. My patrons get ad-free first access, so if you're interested in joining, feel free to join. Top tier patrons get mega deals on services, and otherwise the patrons, both tiers, get the same. So, Taurus, this energy is also like, okay, so when you're saying about planting seeds, being clear about your intentions, that is coming through again with the Six of Cups. In this deck, it is very much making me think of reaping what we sow. So the seeds that you've been putting down in the ground, that you've been planting, the energies that you've been planting, intending, visualizing. I just get that feeling from a Six of Cups. They're starting to manifest. Things are going to start to be sprouting. And you're still in a crux. You're still a bit like, do I let this go? Do I let that go? There's definitely some energies that you're being asked to release. And a King of Cups. This feels like also just adults in your life that you might be fed up with. With the Five of Swords, you're like, man, I don't seem to be able to get through, or I I feel like whatever I communicate, the person, it just goes right one in one ear, out the other, as they say, or that they're not registering, they're not resonating with what you're saying. So I feel like you're really having to turn into your own inner truth and really assess where you want to go. For what? What's the intention? How do you want to live your life? What is it that you're wanting to grow? And what is it that you're not wanting to grow? You know, that kind of example. And for some of you, it might mean just distancing yourself from certain people. We have a water sign and an water sign and a fire sign specifically that, yeah, having a bit of distance, or certainly reflective energy to not. This is also the energy of not taking on too much. And Taurus, you've had Jupiter moving through your sign for a while. I think maybe earlier this year, and you've got another year, and it's been retrograde. It's about to go direct. So Jupiter can blow things up. It might even, can sometimes, when it's going through our first house, certainly can make us put on a bit of weight. It makes us maybe over consume. However, I'm not seeing that particularly. What I'm seeing is more taking on too much energy from other people. Maybe not being open to receive enough for the amount that you're putting out. Hence, withdrawal, take space. If there's people, or specifically one person that you're trying to communicate with and you're just not getting through to them, take space, get distance, and just attune to yourself, your needs, and how to flower your own life. You're the alchemist in this reading, Taurus, so you actually have a lot of power to make moves this month. But these loops of energies are kind of signaling, but you really have to get clear on your desires, wants, and needs. The seeds that you've been planting and intending, the life force that you've been intending, knowing that you've got all the tools. But if you're just carrying other people's burdens, you need to pull back a bit to then move forward, right? As far as knowing your worth, knowing what you want, and letting go of the stuff that isn't yours, letting go of the energy that isn't yours, asking for help. That's a common thread with self-healers and intuitives and empaths and stuff, is that it can be really challenging to ask for help, asking for assistance, trying to hold on to control that you just don't have control over anymore. That's part of all the manifestation teachings, and is to allow us to move through these energies in deeper trust and faith and knowing of ourselves, right? So assistance, that was asking for help. Yeah. There's a depth happening here for you, Taurus. There's a big release that wants to happen, and for you to really embrace more of your intrinsic power. The few characters in here, I'm like, Shazam. I'm that's part of you withdrawing to listen to you, because there's a couple people here, they're not very clear either, to put it compassionately. These are King of Cups and a King of Wands, a water sign and a fire sign. There's possibly a child and or messages coming through, probably saying, hey, come do this, or would you be able to do this? Can I get a favor? And you're just like, I can't. I've got to get clear, So you might just need a bit of time, maybe a weekend break, maybe a day spa, just a time out, really, for you to maybe do some healing, reflection, and not to isolate yourself, certainly not to compare yourself to others, but to really own your power and trust that inner guidance of what you want and need. And just for a brief moment, Taurus, maybe just let yourself be selfish. Open your heart, even in meditation, and opening your heart to allow yourself to receive that feeling of what it's like to be supported, what it's like to have all the tools, because you do. But there again, if there's been a couple people that don't really have your back, or you've, for whatever reason, attracted in people that are a bit suspicious, or just haven't really been able to provide properly, these are still very much, I think, people you might care for. It's just that taking their advice or taking on their energy is not serving you anymore. And I think for some of you, this, you're like, oh man, I've got to stop doing that thing for that person, or I've got to stop feeling guilty about not doing that thing. So there's a few different layers probably of energies you're releasing. like so much of the collective right now. Release, and open up for greater good for you, for all. Tuning into your magic and relinquishing the grip of control that some of those old energies would have on us. Thanks a lot, Taurus. Happy New Year. Let me know if that resonates with you. I love hearing your guys' comments and getting to know you better on the internet. So have a wonderful, wonderful festive season, and happiest New Year for you, my Taurian lover supreme. Have a good one. I'll speak soon. Peace out.